Hello everyone, Ryan here. So, you recently saw fellow booktuber Todd the Librarian do this tag called Top 10 Videos of the Year tag, and it looked pretty cool to me, because pretty much all it involves is listing 10 of your own favorite videos that are a part of your own channel. I believe. Hope I didn't misinterpret anything. And I don't know who is the creator of this tag. If anyone does know, just go ahead and leave a comment or something so that I can give credit where it's due. So here you go. I'm going to get right into it here. Though I did want to say I didn't realize I had a lot to choose from on my channel. I don't know, I guess I was aware, but also not really that aware, or not as aware as I thought I was. But then it makes sense, since I've had my Booktube channel for 2 years now, so yeah. So I'll just go ahead and get right into it here. And of course, these aren't really in any exact order. I mean, and some of these, to me, these aren't necessarily my absolute favorite videos on my channel. It's more to me, they stand out in their own way. So yeah. So I'll start with number 10. Number 10 is a video I did where it's just titled How to Booktube, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like, just meant for Booktube newbies, and also those who are deciding on whether or not they should make the leap and and create their own Booktube channel. I just offer up some personal advice, and it took me a while to make something like this, because I had seen a lot of other fellow booktubers do something similar, how to booktube or how to start a booktube channel, and I don't know, I guess I put it off for a long time because I didn't really feel like I had been part of the booktube community long enough. So, but by now I know it's already past the two year mark. So, so I picked that as number 10, How to Booktube. Number 9, Comic Book Talk number 1. I did this video a while ago. It's kind of recent. All I do is I just talk about some recent comic books that I had read. There are also some that I had purchased. I used to purchase a lot of comic books on a regular basis, and unfortunately I had to stop because I ultimately had to decide on whether I wanted to have enough food each month or have plenty of comic books each month. Believe me, if I could survive without food, hey, I'd have no problem with that. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm human just like everybody else. So so yeah, I chose that for number 9, Comic Book Talk number 1. Number 8, Madman's Monster Tag. This is my first original tag. I created it. This was back in October, and all the questions revolve around classic movie monsters. Like Dracula, the Wolf Man, the Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera, Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I really took my time with the questions. It took me I would say, I don't know, a couple days at most to figure out what kind of questions. Pretty much it took me a while to figure out what kind of questions I wanted to be part of this tag. And thank you to everybody who did participate in it. I do know that not everyone who I tagged in it actually did it, or, but I mean, I'm cool with that. They got busy with other stuff. But if you want to check that out, definitely check that out. I'll provide a link to that. I'm going to provide links to all of these, by the way, so they'll all be down in the description area. Number 7, I chose Aftermath by Marlhy, an EP review. I do also do album reviews and EP reviews on my channel. I haven't really done that many this year. I probably should. Even though I know, like, when it comes to, because, like, some of the album reviews, like, I did a lot of them last year in 2016, during the summer of 2016. And some of them got a lot of reviews right away. Some of them got a lot of views right away. Others didn't really get that many views and whatnot. But I don't know, I guess I'm coming to a point where I figure, I really don't care about views. And I mean, if people like it, they like it. If they hate it, they hate it. And, either way, I'm still going to be able to continue doing what I do. And, but as far as this EP review I did is by this really cool, really sweet, super talented girl named Marlhy. And she released this EP of hers, which is like a 5-track EP, I believe. Just consists of 5 songs. And while it's not like really the genre that I usually listen to, it's still pretty creative. And I always like creative stuff. And so if you want to check that out, you can check that out too. Of course, on the actual review, I provide links to where you can listen to it on Spotify and all that. So, and then also to Marlhy herself, because I sent her a message through Instagram, I believe. So Marlhy herself, she also watched it and shared it, I believe, a couple times. And so that was pretty cool. So number 6, Dollar Tree book haul. I did a Dollar Tree book haul back in October. My first, and so far right now, only Dollar Tree book haul. Because one day I was pretty surprised that I went to my local Dollar Tree and everything there is only $1. I mean, everything. Like, I don't know if you remember, like, every other dollar store I've been to, they have stuff there that's like, in other words, everything is not $1 in all dollar stores. But at the Dollar Tree, it is. Absolutely everything is $1. They even have some stuff that's like for less than $1. So I was surprised when I found a lot of like really interesting, pretty cool books at the Dollar Tree. And yeah, I did the Dollar Tree book haul. So far, it's one of my most watched videos. One of my most watched book hauls, actually. So I chose that for number 6. Number 5, kids react to Led Zeppelin response video. I did a response video too. Kids react to Led Zeppelin. Of course, it's all the original Kids React video was part of a Fine Brothers channel, Fine Brothers Entertainment, and they do all these things where they have kids and teenagers and adults and college kids and elders. They have them react to different things. Stuff. Most of it has to do with pop culture. Some of it they actually tackle really important issues, and but it's a pretty cool channel. You should check that out if you haven't. But so yeah, I did my own response where I just I just recorded a thing where I just talked about how I thought it was pretty interesting and funny watching these kids react to Led Zeppelin. And I mean, they're all little kids. I think they're like ages, 6 through 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that. This is actually, I think, one of my videos that has the most views ever, I believe. Because I think right now it's already like like over 200 views. But I don't know, that could be like because people are mistaking it for the actual reaction video, or or just because it has Led Zeppelin in the title. I don't know. That's so number 4. R.I.P. Chester Bennington. Of course, I wouldn't say like this isn't like a favorite of mine. But I figured it, it was significant enough that I should include it in this list. Because unfortunately, lead singer of Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, took his own life. I believe it was back in July, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, even though I wasn't a huge fan, I've never been a huge fan of Linkin Park to begin with. I did definitely appreciate. I mean, I could definitely appreciate the talent Chester Bennington had, and he's definitely an awesome vocalist, singer, lyricist, and so yeah. In this video, I just talked about how it affected me, but also too how similar instances affected me as well. So yeah, I mean, definitely sad. And I remember initially I didn't really want to, do any kind of video like that on my channel, and because I didn't, feel comfortable with, because there was a lot of people on YouTube that did their own thing, and granted, most of them were very well done and respectful, tasteful, and all that. But I remember I had come across even more that were very disrespectful, and so yeah, I guess like I was worried that I didn't want to be lumped into all these other people that were just doing it just to get views, and but yeah, it's still sucks a lot. Definitely R.I.P. Chester Bennington. So for number 3, the Booktube Newbie Tag 2.0. I guess I just chose this because this was an original tag created by Michael Deutsch, I believe. I think now he changed his channel name to Catalyst Reads or something along those lines. But back when he first joined Booktube, and he created this new newbie tag called the Newbie Tag, Booktube Newbie Tag 2.0. And a lot of people took to it right away. I guess I took my time with doing it, but I eventually did it, because, I couldn't deny, how awesome his questions were, the questions he came up with. So it's essentially like the regular Booktube Newbie Tag, except with this, the questions are a little more in-depth, and so, yeah. And then number 2, I decided to go with 50 Shades Darker, my drunk movie review. I believe this is the first movie review I did where I included drunk in the title. Of course, by the way, I'm not a fan of 50 Shades of Grey or, the whole book series at all. I did read like half of the first book back when it first came out, and quickly lost interest in it. And then I did see the first movie, and I thought it sucked. And then I swore to myself that I would not see the second movie, but then I was still curious about it anyways, and so I rented it. And then I remember I then purchased some beers, so that way, I could like take the edge off, if it sucked a lot, and of course it did. Sucked even more than the first one. But yeah, and I think it was also like probably one of my first movie reviews I did in which it got a decent amount of comments, and I like that. I like anytime like I upload any kind of content really that, you know, encourages people to comment and engage with each other. Not just engage with me, but also engage with each other. And so, yeah. And number 1 for this top 10 list, I went with my review of Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Of course, this is a fictional novel. I had actually reread it this year, but it was only my second time reading it. I guess technically my first time rereading it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess mostly I picked this as number one because this is one of those books that I always like talking about with people, and I don't really get the opportunity to talk about it with people that much. Yeah, it's definitely one of my. I mean, I would say aside from Catcher in the Rye, Siddhartha is definitely one of my favorites. I would say like my second favorite. And if I had never read Catcher in the Rye, then obviously Siddhartha would be my all-time favorite novel. And so I mean, you know, obviously if you want to check out my review of it, I encourage you to do so, because it's a pretty well done, I mean, I feel a well done in-depth review of it. It's a very spiritual book, but you don't have to be religious to understand it. You don't even have to be spiritual to understand it. It's, you know, there's so many layers to it, and you can really take away a lot from it, especially when you read it more than once. So, in fact, you know, I really can't wait to reread it again. Hopefully, you know, sometime hopefully I can reread it for the third time sometime next year, possibly early next year. And so yeah, that does it for my list here, and the tag as well, the top 10 videos of the year tag. And again, I'll provide links to all of these that I mentioned. They'll be down below in the description area. Yeah, I'm not really going to tag anybody to do this, but I mean, if you want to do it, then yeah, definitely do it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. As always, don't forget, till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.